Hey guys, so I got a couple of comments seeing that people wanted to learn how to do pull-ups the right way and tips on how to either increase the amount of reps that they can do or to just even get started on their first rep. So one of the first things that I do is I ask if any of my clients can do a pull-up and do them in this way that I show them how. So first things first is I prefer to have my palms facing away from me. I'm going to make sure I hang all the way at the bottom, and I'm going to point my toes and put myself into what's called a hollowed position so my trunk is active. From here, I'm going to pull with my lats and drive my elbows back and down until the bar just hits my clavicles or my collarbones. So I'm going to pull and lower all the way back down. So, some really common things that I see that people do wrong are they either over pull or under pull at the top. So either they're not pulling up far enough, or they're pulling up too far, and that exposes your shoulder to a bad position. The next thing that they do is they will either not come down all the way, or they'll just drop down, which is quite a bit of impact on your shoulder. So I'll show you exactly what those look like as well. So they'll pop up, and then they'll come down and stop just here and then go up again. Either that, or they'll just drop right down and be out of control. The next error that I typically see is they don't put themselves in a hollowed position, so their spine isn't stabilized. So as you go up and down the movement, any type of swing, that's gonna add some excessive motion to your lumbar spine. That's not really what we need. So, now that we've discussed how to do a pull-up correctly, here are some ways to break through plateaus or to help you get started on achieving your first pull-up. First things first is if you can't do a pull-up, we're not gonna work on the pull-up in its full entirety. We're gonna work on negatives or eccentrics, okay? So what I'm gonna have them do is grab them a box or a bench, and they're gonna start from the top of the movement, and they're gonna lower themselves slowly down. If they can't control this motion, so they're coming down too quickly or they're swinging too much, if they're coming down 3 to 5 seconds and they can't control it, I will typically have them repeat these negatives for 5 to 6 repetitions at a time. These are pretty taxing. If they can control it, and if it's possible, I would prefer to have them lower themselves for a longer time than for more repetitions. So it'll be for 15, 20, 30 seconds, etc. Here's what a negative should look like. You hop up to the top, you control swinging, go into hollow position, and lower yourself slowly all the way down. Now, how you would use this if you're trying to break through a plateau is you would perform pull-ups for as many reps as you can, and I typically abide by Pavel Tsatsoulin's principle, where I do as many reps as I can and leave 2 reps in the tank before I hit technical failure. I want all of my pull-ups to look virtually the same. And I do not want to gas myself out, okay? So, if you're trying to break through a plateau, make sure that you've trained that movement until you're tired. For your last set, that's when you would add in that negative. You toss in 1 or 2 reps depending on how well and how slow you can go through them, and that will help you recruit more muscle fibers, so that way you get stronger and you develop better control over the pattern. All right, guys, hopefully that helps. This is Kane signing out. As always, stay strong, move well.